Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point Terror from the Void. We've got quite a lot of resources available. I was actually thinking of going through each of the people and seeing what different augments and stuff we could give them. But we are pushing on quite late in the game and I don't know if I really have the need to build like an ultra perfect squad. So, for instance, if we were to take Laura over here, Laura is quite speedy, just by nature of who she is. We could give her the Shadow Step legs, the Mirage legs, which have Shadow Step on them, plus 2 speed. Great, 20 armor, that's not bad. Compared to her current one, the benefit is plus 1 speed. That's almost a no-brainer. And then I was thinking, well, we could also look at doing some body stuff, like do we give her demolition status so she can run through walls? No extra speed there, but it's a little bit of extra accuracy and more flexibility in moving around. The downside is I'd have to actually remember to use it. Or we could give her the tentacle torso, which gives her more speed, but will drop her chest armor down. Useful for getting into different positions. There's definitely something to be said for that. So something I'm considering anyway. We're not going to do it right this moment. I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm just on the tail end of a cold, and I don't know if it's smart brain or foggy brain that's deciding that this would be a good plan to do on a whim. So we're going to leave it and maybe come back to it in the future. But we have enough resources that we could consider it. Certainly enough that we could consider a couple of mutations. So what have we got going on? The beta team have just defended this Anu Haven. Good job, guys. They are now set to go and catch the runner. Strike Force 1, Strike Force 2 and the Deliveroo are all kind of hovering around the behemoth. The Alpha team are on their way all the way up, and actually no, they were going to try and get to that haven. They were totally not going to make it. No way, no how. So if that's not going to be a thing, carrying on picking up points of interest is probably the smartest thing we can do. So let's send the Alpha 1 to there, and the Alpha 2 can go to the same place, and we'll see what we encounter when we get there. Strike Force 1 is fully repaired. Good job. So if they're fully repaired, let's get a little bit closer to the behemoth. We'll just hover around there. You're fully armed, so you can come back up as well. And the Deliveroo, well, we may as well wait a second and then send them out. So they've definitely reloaded. Okay, there is a recon flight. I do wish it would pause when the recon flights happened. It looks like it's coming over here, so everyone stop off and just wait for it. Oh, this thing is going to die horribly. I mean, I say horribly, it's going to be very satisfying, but it's not going to stand much chance. Okay, so it has the Void Chamber, which has got a decent range. And I really don't know what it does. Doesn't list the damage. That's the concern. Oh no, it does 200 damage. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. So we want to take out the Void Chamber ASAP. And with it being psychic guidance, radar guidance. Ooh, with it being radar guidance, we could potentially. No, that's visual guided. That's not even radar guided. Fine. You know what? We'll just use our normal technique. If it does hit us, we will take 100 damage rather than 200 damage, but we want to get that killed as quickly as possible. Okay, really good start. I'm tempted to disengage on that and then let the second craft take it. Because that was an amazing opening volley. Okay, second craft, Deliveroo. You're going to do the same, but you only need to hit one of these. This thing cannot hurt us now. So we can just let those spikes come and just keep whittling it down. Sinedrian like us a bit more. That's very nice. I'm happy with how that went. That could have been very bad if it had managed to hit us. And as it was, we just needed to wait a little bit. And it's now going to go beneath the ocean. So we're going to get a bit of respite, which is lovely. We don't really need to dig out more resources. So I think just having the various teams docked somewhere is probably going to be best. But we need to wait for it to actually go below the water before that happens. Over at the Alpha team, only a model exploration site. Our operatives in the Alpha one have discovered what looks like an abandoned town, but it actually isn't a town at all. The roads are too perfect, the houses too empty. According to the archives, this is a test site for automated vehicles. Yeah, it's an old Tesla site. There's some spare parts that we could use. Yeah, tech and materials, love it. Okay, Alpha team, come across here into the mist. And we'll see what we get over there. And this is going to be the big one. Catch the runner. Exploration site. Well, exploration site really is a mission. So Barnabas has provided us with the location of specimen 2. It's imperative that we capture it alive. Kill all Pandorans in the area so we can extract it safely. This is going to be tricky. I need to do Helmy's level up. Let's do that quickly. Psychic ward, yep. Ignore pain, yep. Lay waste. It's got the potential to do a lot of damage. Good potential. Let's give you a little bit more willpower. 2 more on that. Okay, and we're going to look and make sure... so we're going to have to leave one person behind. That's not too bad. We're going to want to make sure that everyone is ready for captures. So you're good for captures right now. Anton is good for captures. Let's give Elif even more ammo, because Elif's going to be able to just chunk the shots out once snuck up close. Bethany will give you extra ammo because of your gun Qatar. You know what, let's actually give you some more willpower as well, because gun Qatar is great, but it does actually take willpower. And Laura, yeah, you're fine. Not everyone is going to be able to join in the paralysis party. Okay, so of all the people that we're going to leave behind, it's going to be someone that doesn't have paralysis. So maybe Laura, maybe probably Gio. I think Gio is going to be the one that stays. So, Gio, sorry, you're not coming along this time. Everyone else, deploy. Okay, let's have a look at the map tactically. So it's a relatively small one. We have the acheron nice and exposed down the end. There is going to be other Pandorans around, but, you know, to start off with, it doesn't look like the worst thing ever. Let's get Frenzy on our team. And we're going to move in with Elif first of all. What's your perception? 20. So you're not going to see until we get, like, super close. So we could afford to get Elif, like, right up.
Sprinting to position. Enemy in visual range.
That's fine. Knowing where they are is important. Don't let that stop you moving in. Yep, there is definitely lots of them.
Enemy in visual range.
Okay, you are potentially a threat. What's your perception? 60. And we've got something like 95% stealth on the Elif, I think. Let's find out. 90% stealth. Okay. So that means 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not going to get that close. And I don't think they're going to be able to move close enough to us for us to worry about it. So this is good. We can get a decoy out over here, which would potentially draw some fire. But I think knowing where things are and where they're spaced, getting some explosions going could be very beneficial for us. Right, Helmy, I love the fact that you're really eager, but you are standing directly in the line of fire. So I think what we'll do is we'll move you across a little bit. Who can you panic? Oh, you can panic them already. Well, that's a potentially cool use of your talents. Oh, look at that. That pole is the worst pole ever. Yeah, that's way too hopeful. That's not going to work. Let's do the explosions.
Executing.
Ooh, we can't quite make it all the way over there. Alright, so we'll have to get you.
Problem solved.
That's pretty darn effective. I assume, yeah, there's going to be an Umbra coming up out the bottom of that. That's fine. And over here, hey, look at that. We can get one just over to there. I like where this has gone. So this is clearly a threat. I think we're going to want to dash in. I mean, I don't want to stand right in the open, but I don't think we've really got much choice. Unless, like, we properly dash into cover over here. Which is not the worst place to be. Eileen. Oh, I like your snipe. I like your snipe. Yeah, go after the big tamale. It's a decent hit. Bethany. We need to get you up close. Probably to like here. So look how far you can move. You're really, really going for it. Don't waste all your will points. Still hidden. I like it. Liz, I think we're going to bring you across to the side and maybe do something about this. So get in here for now. Extra 50% to special damage. Doesn't seem to include psychic damage. It's fine. Just an observation. Oh, with that thing in the way, that's less good than I was hoping. I'd still say take the shot, but we can also just move to here and then do a quick aim shot, which is probably better for us. So do that. Okay, on the legs, on the legs. Last but not least, Laura. Laura we can get to do a couple of dashes to get super close. Actually, this is a really good place to get to. I think we'll save the rest of your willpower so you don't get accidentally mind controlled.
All I need is a clear shot. Succeeded!
Panicked it. Great. Okay, off to a good start, team. We're going to have to deal with the Umbra. And the Myrmidon's going to be a concern, but overall, I'd say we're in a good place. A little bit of Overwatch, eh? We might have to get some more grenades over this direction. Certainly I want to do something about that Triton before he gets too close. A good turn for the acheron. A little hop forwards. It's almost cute. It's a shame the fire didn't drop down there. Alright. So, if we use jetpack control, we can move forwards and then we can get another boom blast.
Let's see.
Grenade off. It's not the most efficient use of will points, but it is going to allow us to effectively just drop a whole bunch of fiery nastiness over here, which I do like. Or we could drop it on these guys at the back, which is equally good and useful. And probably a bit safer for our team members. Okay, Elif.
Targeting.
This is going to be pretty accurate. 7 paralysis, that's a good start.
Gotcha. Acquiring target.
It's reduced because it builds up a resistance based on the damage type. Do we want to shoot the Myrmidon in the face? We kind of do. Cool, Myrmidon is toast. Helmy. Lay waste. It takes 5 will points and would, like, destroy this. I like that it doesn't... I mean, it does have a range, but look at that. It would encompass everything. 20 damage for each will point of difference. You'd want it to do a lot of damage. We're not going to focus on that, though. Liz, I want you to step round and just please finish this off. Yeah, one more leg seems good. It's not quite going to die from that. That's surprising and annoying at the same time. It will die very, very soon, though. So we'll leave it alone. Next up, I think Laura needs to deal with this one over here. Maybe even these guys, but we could get these guys with Overwatch. Step in.
Confirmed. Confirming target.
Take him out.
We got them.
And we're going to overwatch this way. If we can. We cannot. Okay, so we don't really want to be directly near it. Kind of wish I'd done rapid clearance now. What we can do is... yeah. We can change position, is the short of it. We could also hop upstairs. So let's get up and get into a different position. Bethany. Probably taking out the siren. We'll do Adrenaline Rush first. I wonder if I'd be able to hit both of these with the same swing if I was to stand like here. Before we dash anywhere, let's check. Hypothetically, so if we were like here with it next to us, 1, 2, 3 it would need to go. So we need to be catching like this space and 1, 2, 3. I don't think, maybe. It's a maybe. Really tough call. We can't use the extra swing anyway. And what I mean is this is a two-handed weapon, so we wouldn't get the benefit that I was considering to do it that way. So we're going to dash to here. We're going to bash this one. Then we're going to step, bash this one, and then we're going to move somewhere else. So that's 3, including the dash. We might have to tank a little bit of damage from here, or we come across and we just deal with this guy. Which is fine enough. Okay, we are definitely revealed. We can use exertion to get more action points after we're done with the hammering. Yeah, definitely the hammer. For a single target, it's just so much more. How are you guys doing? 10 will points, 6 will points. Maybe we could steal one of you. Borrowed. And I don't really want to do layways. Let's see what you've got. Oh, you've got a shotgun. Okay. Well, let's get rid of the pincer on this guy. Does he have anything else that he can do? He does have a spit ahead, so we should do more. And I think standing where you are is probably not the smartest move at this point, so let's back up. Okay, Eileen, I need you forwards so that you can start contributing to this fight. And Bethany, what do we want to do with you? Could kind of tuck in here. We could get your exertion on. Get a bit more paralysis going on this guy. I think actually just bringing you back is probably the smartest move, seeing as you have been revealed. And we'll save your will points for next turn. Okay. Myrmidon is out of the picture. We can ignore it. This guy's hopping around, still not doing much. The Chiron is gonna throw some worms, which is fine. It's gonna die next turn. Ooh, and this Umbra is close enough to go after Laura. Hello. I thought it would go after the mind-controlled Triton. Okay, so we took a couple of bits of damage, nothing too major. Laying waste to the worms wouldn't be particularly useful. It's a shame this isn't a paralysis arm. Vampiric would be amusing, but... Okay, Laura, you're going to do some cleanup for us. So, I need rapid clearance. And we're going to start with a quick aim on the one next to you. To reduce the number of action points we spend to get started on this party. Then we can move you to down here, I guess. With kill and run. Hopefully you can take this out in one go. Looks pretty likely.
We got them.
Nice. So that was a freebie. The next one will also be a freebie. So we want to come down this way. With a dash we can get right next to it, but I'd like to position in a better place so we can do more than one. I guess there isn't really more than one to do. I could bring you down here and you could do each of the worms. And then get a shot across at that. Yeah, that's fine. This is not your standard use of rapid clearance, but it will work. Effective. You can even get the Chiron. Alright. That did not actually get it. I mean, it did hit it. It just didn't kill it. Well, seeing as you've done so much already, finish it off. And then with your last bit of damage, you could disable one of the legs, which would mean it's easier to paralyze. Not quite enough, but that's fine. We'll work with it. I think we start moving in on this. Did you just miss? That is disappointing. Okay, 9. Yeah, there's a lot of spindly bits, isn't there? You know what, maybe the Husky is better to go for. Damn. Really bad shooting there by Helmet. I should have moved to a different position. Okay, we're not going to shoot from here. We will vanish a bit closer.
Ready to fire.
None of the legs have been hurt enough for us to really think about it that much. But we are getting this done. And we've got enough ammo to paralyze it, not to mention being able to get up close and do it in melee. Speaking of getting up close, we can jet jump in. And start applying things that way. Yeah, we're going to want you closer, Eileen, before you start blasting. So come to here. Bethany, right. This is going to be good. So, we're going to dash on in close. Well, do your regular shots first. Actually, you know what? Go for this leg. The tiny bits of damage that you're doing to the leg will help over time. Okay, with one leg disabled, it should be easier to paralyze now. We only need to get up to 70. Liz, we can do an onslaught when we get you closer. And I think we'll do that on someone in melee. $63. $67. It's almost there. As for you, I'm half tempted to move you like super far away, but I'm actually gonna bring you down here. Oh yeah, I forgot about the other worm. So we're gonna have to clear out one more worm at least. This thing has not got much left in the tank. I don't think that actually did much. Oh, it did a bit of acid. Okay. So yeah, we definitely want the worm gone this turn. So Laura, if you'd be so kind as to do that. We need the Myrmidon gone this turn.
All I need is a clear.
And we need this Tamale paralyzed. Okay. Paralysis done. Oh, you can't quite get close enough. That is a rotten shame. We might have to just shoot it in the back with a crossbow.
Let's do this.
Because I don't want that acid to keep working on us.
Nice.
It will bleed out, but I would rather take a shot and try and finish it just in case. We could also boom blast nuke it. We could also capture this guy actually. Let's gunslinger at him. Where is he? He's right next to us. Warning, friendly unit. Paralyzed unit, more like. It's a real shame you're just too far. Oh, actually, you could do it with the pistol, couldn't you? If you hit this pistol, it should kill it. It's only got 10 health left. It's not your normal use of a paralysis pistol to put something down, but I wanted to finish it that round so we didn't have to deal with the acid fallout in the next. A couple of minor scuffs from Umbras, but really nothing to worry about for the team. Mission successful. The acheron you captured prior to its escape had been infected with an rDNA virus that was designed to turn its unique chemistry into generating zeta blockers capable of countering the effects of xenoric delirium. The DNA recombination was successful, only with this specimen, hypothesis unique feature in the genetic makeup of the particular human individual from which this acheron was spliced. You must study it. You've been a good friend to me. Not only have you done as I asked, but you refrained from exposing my unfortunate mishap. I know you understand I acted selflessly, and for the greater good. As an expression of my gratitude, I've adjusted Sneedroom public feed relevance and accuracy verification algorithms to improve public perception of the Phoenix Project within our havens, so they like us a bit more. Okay, on the research, we have specimen 2. We'll put that in, and the acheron bring section. I'm going to move specimen 2 up just underneath the Ugothian entity, so it'll happen relatively quickly. And in containment, we have another couple of fun things. This is specimen 2. Isn't it cute? It's not really cute. That is one ugly mofo. Okay, with our immediate threats dealt with, I'm going to bring the beta team back to rest up. I think having them over here is probably going to be for the best. Then we'll be in a good place to respond in case anything else comes out of the woodwork. Alpha team can carry on exploring various sites. Maps of the world. The Alpha 2 has discovered an old factory in what appears to have been temporarily used as the headquarters of a military recon unit of some kind. What happened to them is unclear, but they've left behind a wealth of information. Scavenging sites. Okay. Let's see if there's one down there that we didn't know about. And hell, the other one could be anywhere. I wonder what happens if you've already gone through all of the sites on the planet, whether it would just not show it or do something else, like create new ones. Well, other than that one, I'm not seeing any more. I suppose it could be a haven that's ended up being revealed. Still, we're not going to go south for that scavenging site. I think that would... yeah, it's too far out of our way. Too far out of our way. So, the Alpha team will split them up, send them to havens. So we could potentially find other sites.
Research complete.
And our research into the Ugothian entity is done.
Finally, we knew our enemy.
I'm going to skip past that. Finally, we've revealed the true enemy behind the Pandora virus, the Gothian entity. For New Jericho, this is excellent news. Finally, a proper war with clear sides, and they know which side they're on. There is no more time for traitors or accommodationists. For Sanhedrin, it's now a question of philosophy. Do they want to seize the Master's tools and transform the world, or destroy this cosmic hierarchy and let things take their own course? The answer will have to be reached democratically. The disciples of Anu have no official statement on any parallels between the Ugothian entity and their dead god. The liturgy of the divine flesh draws close, and they have more important things to focus on than the ravings of those trapped in the ideologies of the old world. Director. The Oniric delirium is a signal that has to cross at least 90 billion kilometers to reach us. That would take days travelling at the speed of light. The energy cost of delivering this signal to every infected human on the planet, it's impossible. There must be infrastructure here, on Earth, something to receive the signal, transform it, augment it. A network of relays that is powered locally, using our planet's resources. Well, there is no more research that we can do there, so we're going to have to just plough through stuff. We need to do siren autopsy and virophage weapons. So I will move the siren autopsy up under specimen 2, because I'm curious what this is going to turn into. It's probably going to be a way for us to counter the delirium index. And the virophage weapons, they will come after that. There we go. An oral history of the Pandora virus. At Beloyanis, our operatives are approached by Layla Shpak, a writer working on an oral history of the Pandora virus. She would like to interview them about their experiences in the field. She's also interviewed people from New Jericho and various other havens. The intent is to create a complex multi-layered document that captures something of what it's like to be human in this age of the world. Assuming, of course, there's going to be someone left to read it. The disciples of Anu disapprove of her work as they believe that too much of it legitimizes the idea that the fall of the old world was tragic rather than necessary. They believe that accounts of the fall must focus on humanity's ability to adapt and grow, on the changes we have to make and the opportunities that surround us, instead of nostalgia and self-pity. Well, we're already at 100% with Anu, so I'm just going to accept this. The interview sessions prove emotionally exhausting, as old wounds are easily reopened. But it also provides our operatives with a rare feeling of recognition. It's always good to remember that human lives have a context, that we're in this mess together. So Sanhedrin like us a little bit more, Anu dislike us quite a bit, but that's a fair balance. A fair balance, I say, and there is other sites for us to have a look at, so we'll bring the team together and explore this one.
The disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
And just when the beta team is all ready and prepared, oh, they're being attacked by the Forsaken. Yeah, we're definitely going to step in and help that out. Well, this is going to have to be next time, so we'll just do this this exploration site and then we'll round out the episode. The Alpha 2 has landed at an abandoned military base. The site is not on the old maps and databases. It looks like it was used to train and develop some special operations unit dedicated to fighting the invaders. There's a lot of equipment that we can use. See, something like this I would actually quite like if they had some weapons, even if it was like old guns. I'd like the ability to find like bits of armor, weapons, parts for vehicles. That would make the exploration sites a lot more varied and interesting. It's strange to wander around this place. It could have been us, or we could have been them. We've got some tech and materials, which is lovely. Alright, we're going to have to finish off there. We are unfortunately out of time for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point, Terror from the Void. See you soon.